Delta Group.
So initially Delta were tasked with the demolition of Hazelwood Power Station and mine assets. When you turn up here and you have a look at the beast that was the Hazelwood Power Station and all the work that needs to happen, you just think, how the hell are we going to do this safely?
Right from the start, we knew that this is going to be something that hasn't been done in Australia previously to this scale. The amount of chimneys, the number of boilers and the state of the station. So the chimneys were heavily deteriorated. The other major aspect of the project has been the amount of asbestos present in the buildings. That had to be obviously removed prior to demolition.
The standard that we took when we started planning for the project was don't take the cheapest, easiest, quickest route. If there's a better way to do it, do that better way. Don't take shortcuts. We were planning things 12 months ahead of time.
Right from the start, we've set the safety bar very high. There's a standard set levels by the regs. We actually have a much higher standard that is actually required by the legislation itself.
With the asbestos removal, the asbestos notification regulations, if there's 0.05 fibres per mil on an asbestos air monitor, you physically need to stop all works in that area. However, on this project, what we did was we implemented the 0.05 rule at the 0.01 level. So we're actually going 5 times above the regulations.
In terms of the actual demolition itself, through our demolition evaluation protocols and the explosives code that we follow, there is a level of exclusions that you have to provide to the personnel itself. We doubled and in times tripled that distance of safe zone for the workers to actually be present, just for extra safety.
I personally haven't worked with a company that has looked after and managed their workers, the site, like they have. Everyone had their say that wanted to and needed to make sure that everything was safe.
The main one that I'm proud of that I thought was a great effort was the fact that we had over 1 million man hours worked on the project with no lost time injuries. Given the high risk involved on this project, that was always going to be a very tough achievement from day dot. As soon as we got the email through from the guys to say that we were finalists for the WorkSafe Awards, we're extremely excited about it. Safety is at the forefront of everything that we do, and over 3 years of very, very hard work, it's just so exciting to come to the conclusion that we have delivered the job safely.
Goulburn Valley Safety Group.
My name's Georgia Linton and I'm a HR and safety manager for an electrical contractor and also the president of the GV Safety Committee. The Goulburn Valley Safety Committee is a locally founded organisation that provides health and safety opportunities for people who work in the industry, holds monthly meetings on various topics. We've been going for just over 25 years and have roughly 50 member organisations.
I originally came across the GV Safety Group in 2006 and I've been a big part of it ever since. From a community point of view, it's a great group to be a part of and a great group to have around the area.
You know, we're not here because we're paid to be here and it's part of our position description. We're here because we're all passionate about safety and keeping people safe and healthy, and that we want that for our community and the wider Goulburn Valley. It's not just high-vis blue-collar manufacturing stuff, it's getting everybody together. I don't think that's replicated anywhere else.
The last couple of years, obviously, the big talking point has been COVID. I personally experienced within our own business where we had a set of requirements which weren't necessarily relevant within Australia and also Victoria as well. So had the luxury of bringing that back to the GV Safety Group and what we'd actually experienced and how we went about solving that problem as well. So it's really good to be able to get the localised approach and understand where we sat within it and what we're actually trying to achieve and how we're trying to achieve it as well.
We want to keep everyone safe in the workplace. The GV Safety Group is the ability for businesses just to share that information and that knowledge and experience across all the businesses around here.
I think the impact that the safety group has in the community as a whole is a broad one, and it's different for different people in different organisations. We've got a lot of people with a lot of different backgrounds and expertise coming together to try and provide good outcomes for the community.
Renata Musolino, Victorian Trades Hall Council.
I'm Renata Musolino. I'm the OHS Information and Website Officer here at Trades Hall, doing lots of things that are all OHS related. It's work that is worthwhile because the most important thing for workers is in fact being able to go home at the end of the day. All workers deserve that, and I think we have a very important role in ensuring that that happens.
Renata has been involved in the union movement and in occupational health and safety for over 30 years and over 20 of them at Victorian Trades Hall Council. And in that time, so much has changed.
It's very hard to describe what Renata has meant to us. Renata has been an activist, educator, trainer.
She's been critically involved in providing advice to government and to WorkSafe, support to health and safety reps. I don't think it's hyperbole to say that Renata's advice and support has saved lives and prevented serious injuries in the workplace.
I think I've been able to give health and safety reps confidence to be able to take issues up with their employer. I've been proud of the work that I've seen some health and safety reps do in the face of sometimes terrible circumstances where they're not treated very well. I'm really proud of the work that unions do. I'm proud of the work that Trades Hall does in bringing people in, training them up. I'm just really proud of that sort of work that we do at that level. Another achievement is the work that Trades Hall and that I've done in the area of asbestos. We have done a lot of work in providing advice and assistance to unions, establishing a special committee to work on asbestos issues. I've worked very closely with WorkSafe, rewriting the codes. So it's ongoing work that we've worked on for, I guess, decades.
Here at the Hall we have a web page where people ask questions, which is called Ask Renata, because she is absolutely the expert around all things occupational health and safety.
Anyone can send in a query. It can be a health and safety rep, a student, an employer, a worker. So it's really there for everyone to use, and it's a fabulous service, I think.
We tried very hard to persuade her not to retire. We hung on to her for as long as we could. But you know, the day came when she said, I think I've had enough, and you've got to respect that, right?
We'll certainly miss Renata. She leaves a very large hole in our organisation. The wealth of experience, her passion, her genuine concern for health and safety reps and workers.
When you have someone working with you who puts 110% of themselves into that objective, it holds everybody accountable to that, and she's inspired me because of that unflagging commitment.
We work in this area because it's so important, and there are many people who do the sort of work that I do and who have worked in it for a long time. Workplaces where workers have a say are safer workplaces, and that's what drives me. That's what's important. Far more important than many of the other things that sometimes employers think are important.